to Navarre Beach Today's Channel 1. This is going to be gardening for a patio gardening. When you don't have a garden that you can grow lots of vegetables or flowers, you have to use containers. And I'm just showing you a few of the little tips with container gardening. First you go and you buy your annuals or perennials. Perennials are a garden variety that will grow back. Annuals only come once a year. Annuals tend to be my favorite. They're expensive because they only last for the one season. And perennials are definitely really good for gardening outside when you have property. You can also grow herbs. Some people like to grow their own herbs. But anyway, I have gone to the store and I've bought these annuals. These are impatiens, regular impatiens right here. And this is stalks of verbena right here. These are stalks of verbena. And these are petunias. So are these. They're petunias. And these are coral colored impatiens. And I have some other salvia, and some begonias, which I have aside here to plant too. I also planted a nice big azalea plant, a white one, in a big container, which we'll show you later on. We had to bring them inside because of the storm we recently had. We had quite some hurricane and tornado winds here and heavy rains, so they've been brought inside. And now the weather's clearing and I'm getting to work on my container gardening. So first you take a knife, because a lot of these annuals have already grown together in their little plants, and you just slice around the edge of the annual. Here. You just slice around the edge of with the knife to break in the container the roots away from the sides, and it makes it easier when you go to pull out your one plant that comes out of the container. And then you just sometimes if they're really root bound, you want to loosen it up a little bit. This one isn't too particularly bad, but I'm going to then have a little hole in my container here, deep enough for the roots. If it's too deep, then you fill it in a little more with some dirt till it would be level with the other plant you've already put in there, and you want it level with the top of the container. So you would make the hole to that size so it's level, and then you just take your other extra potting soil, which I buy in bulk because I know I like to do a lot of gardening, and it's always great for your annuals because you pay a lot of money for them, and you certainly don't want your annuals to not get good soil. So I buy the regular potting soil from Miracle Grow, and I like to just, like I said, I tap in some soil from my other side of the container that I filled up, and then I just kind of press gently on the plant around it, keep filling in a little more till the soil level is at the level of the height of the container. And occasionally you might have to take some more of your dirt from your container, from your potting mix here, and add some more in over here to keep bringing it over and tapping it around. Because I like to start from the middle and work out, especially in a round container. It's easier to do your planting if you put your tall plants in the center and then work out with your medium and then your lower plants in a large round container. So in this case, this is rectangular, so I'm just bringing the soil over here and tapping it in around my little white impatient. I've already have a red salvia planted here, and just gently tap it in, you know, push down a little. You want the plant to be able to re-root into the new dirt. And that's about it. And then you do the same thing. You bring your soil on the edge to the height of here, pat it down, and then you just dig another hole and put in another plant. You want to make sure that you leave about 3 inches at least, 3 to 4 inches between the plants for them to grow. And we can show you one that's been finished outside already. And we'll show you that now in the azalea plant. Thank you. And as you can see, here is a completed one in my container. I brought it outside, and then you just kind of gently water them from the top. You want a little stream of water down the sides. They need to get their water. The potting soil is very dry. And you can do it on this side as well. And you know, you want to make sure the soil's moist, not wet, just evenly moist. And Usually about 8 hours of sun is good for this variety. Usually you'll get little cards in there and they'll tell you 4 to 8 hours or whatever. You want to try to follow those instructions. As you can see, it's still a little windy out here, but I think the wind will be dying down soon and we're going to have a glorious sunny day. To all you gardeners out there, have a wonderful gardening season. See you next time.